Hello, it's Saheli and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, you're gonna know about 15 jobs that you can do as a writer, or if you have the skill of writing. This will not only expand your options but probably also let you know about fields that you just may not have looked into because you didn't know about it. So watch this video till the end, and I'll also give you my personal 2 cents on which industries are good and which industries are bad, probably according to your circumstances. Although I don't know you personally, I do have a fair amount of idea of which industries are more profitable than others. So without any further ado, let's get started. So when it comes to writing, there are many types of writing that fall under content writing, creative writing and copywriting, and below that there's even more subparts. So first of all, let's get that out of the way. Content writing is basically any and all sorts of writing which is informative, which helps people take certain decisions but not necessarily sells anything to them. Copywriting tries to sell to people, or at least make them take some action in that piece of written text. So for example, if you're writing an exam paper, you are not asking the teacher to spy something from you. So that's definitely not copy. It technically falls under content writing, under academic writing. Now, and after that there's creative writing, and creative writing is basically writing fictional stories, writing anything that is not real, or writing in a very creative way as well sometimes. So personally, I do recommend content and copy for people. Creative writing I don't, simply because most of the times creative writing jobs take your work and they are published under other people's name. This also of course happens in content and copywriting. But let's say you're writing a piece of content on which television sets are the best in India, or you're writing a piece of copy on buying a television set. You're not going to be emotionally connected with it. I hope that you'll not be emotionally connected with it to get credit for writing that article on like a TV set. But if you're writing a piece of creative content on how television has impacted your life, good, bad, whatever, you probably will want credit for that. Most creative writers, or those who do creative ghostwriting for other people, in the long run become very unhappy. So I recommend the first two types of writing. I hope the three major divisions are clear to you, because now we'll go on and talk more about the subparts and what you can choose for yourself. Now, the first type of writing that falls under content writing will be blog writing. Basically, you write articles for blogs. This is literally like 70-80% of majority of the work that you get in content writing. You should also know why you get paid for writing blogs, because most of the times the website owners will make money from ad revenue, affiliate income, etc. You should know why you get paid, simply because if you are able to understand that, you'll be able to charge higher rates by optimizing on the areas that actually get the business owner or the website owner results in the long term. I believe a lot of people, especially me too, when I was starting off with writing, I could never grasp why people pay others to just write articles. And now that the moment I found out what the reason was, I worked much less for a higher amount of money, and it also helped me a lot to actually upskill. So make sure that you know that. So yes, that's the first type of writing. I do recommend it for most people. Blog writing is very easy to do, very fun to do as well. And yes, if you have ever Googled anything, you've probably come across a sample that qualifies as blog writing. Then there is article writing. Article writing is also often called blog writing, but in articles you might also be writing articles for journals and magazines. So that is kind of a bigger area of writing, and once again the skill set is sort of similar, except that blogs are not always very creative, but articles do require a certain level of creativity to make it very readable, digestible and entertaining for the readers. The next type of writing is the non-fiction ebook writer. This is a type of ghostwriting. You usually don't get credits, but you basically write manuals, tips and tricks and strategy guide kind of books, and you get paid very well for this because this is ghostwriting projects. I believe in non-fiction, at least for me, I would be happy to do these kind of projects. I know friends who made between $500 to $1,000 by writing non-fiction books. For other people, they just got the guideline on what chapters to include and they wrote the whole book. And some of them do not like the fact that someone else took the credit, but most are actually okay with it simply because it's non-fiction. I think with fiction the emotions will be much more involved. So yeah, this is another type of writing, and it's a very high paying form of writing, but you may not get credit for sure, and if that's a huge thing for you, don't do it. The next type of writing is fiction writing, and fiction writing pays really well if you get good clients, because some of these clients will be very renowned authors and they can pay easily between $1,000 to $2,000 or even more, depends on what you're writing. The only problem with this is that creative work actually is very close to your heart. You will not be happy in the long term. I have a few friends who are in this industry and none of them are happy with the fact that others are taking credit for something that they wrote, especially if the book does really well. The next type of writing will fall under copywriting. Now, copywriting for sales pages, website pages, etc., which will actually directly generate sales for your clients. Another type of writing will be email writing, email newsletters, email marketing that actually will generate sales for your clients through probably an email sequence or a sales funnel. That's another part of copywriting. I have made a very detailed video on copywriting on my channel. Make sure you check it out in case you're interested. I'll give you a quick example to help you differentiate though. Let's say I am a fitness blog owner. If there's a blog article on my website called 10 ways you can get fitter during quarantine, that is blog post, that is article, and I'll get a content writer to do that for me. It's informative and it helps my audience understand how they can get fitter, and since they're reading this article from me, they will look at me as an authority. Second, let's say I decide that I'm going to start a 30-day fitness challenge and the cost for that would be 5,000 rupees. I'll make a landing page for that, a website page basically, where I'll talk about the challenge and what people should know about the challenge, who should enroll in the challenge, why they should enroll in the challenge, which is the most important, why the price is 5,000 and not 100 or 500 or 2,000. I'll negotiate on why 5,000 is literally the best price for this challenge, because it gives them a lot of benefits, maybe getting healthier so that they can work better. Anyway, basically that page will do all the convincing so that once someone actually reads the page, they hit on the buy button and it makes me money. Now, a lot of business owners, as you do understand, are not good at selling, and that's why they need copywriters. And in copywriting, you can get paid really well. In fact, a lot of copywriters actually sign on deals that are based on return on investment. And sometimes if the client makes 5 lakhs, let's say, from your copy, you can negotiate that from your copies, you will take 10%. So that means 50,000 comes to you. And if the client is a very popular client and has huge traffic on their site, you end up making more this way than on project basis. You can start off with project basis for sure, because percentages do entail some risk. You might not get the real data, you might also not do very well, so you never know what's gonna happen, but it's worth a shot for most people, so you can give it a try if that interests you. The next type of copywriting is product description writing. I'm pretty sure you have gone to Amazon's pages and kind of read descriptions of products, so something like that, but it's not just for Amazon but various websites. Writing product descriptions is very, very hard, because the business owner really doesn't know what are the words that will attract buyers, so they get professionals, especially if they want to make better sales, and they can invest a little bit in their sales. This works for both online and offline work, to be honest, but mostly I have worked with the online industry. There's construction work going on in my area, so I hope that will stop, but yeah, I don't want to stop recording this video simply because I'm super excited to share the knowledge that I have for you today. The next type of writing is translation. Basically, translation work is good for you in case you're fluent in 2 languages. The only reason I do not recommend translation work though is because it's very, very replaceable, and it kind of affects your long-term income, because translation can get kind of automated. So I don't recommend it for you, but in case you're fluent in 2 languages and you're getting the opportunities, why not? You can take them on. The next type of writing will be legal writing. This is basically writing documents that will be used for legal purposes. Any student of law is a very, very good fit for this kind of writing, because as you do understand, not everyone can do this. Another type of writing is technical writing, basically writing technical guides, manuals, etc. for products, services, etc. It's kind of technical as the term implies, but it also pays really well, and a lot of people either go in the technical, academic or medical industries, to be honest, because these are a few of the highest paying industries. Then there's financial writing, as the name says. It's about writing about financial matters. It requires a certain level of education for sure, because not a random person can talk about stocks and shares accurately. That's why again it pays very well. Then there's medical writing. Once again, you need medical qualifications, or at least you need to be very, very efficient in medicine and related subject matters to write this kind of articles. So that's another reason why this pays really well. And then there is academic writing, where you usually write for other people's academic projects. This is something that I do not recommend personally, because you are literally doing something illegal. You're doing someone else's projects for them. But if you are interested, and if this doesn't hit your morals, I mean, I'm not a person who judges people, so you do you, but I wanted to make you aware that it's usually not right morally and even legally sometimes to do other people's projects for them. Then there is resume and cover letter writer. Now you'll be surprised at how many people don't know how to apply for a job properly, how to write a resume, and if you can help them do that and land good jobs, why not? It's one of the most lucrative things you can do as a writer, simply because so many people struggle with getting jobs today. But one of the drawbacks in this industry will be that mostly you will be hired by people who don't have a job, so charging very high rates for this is going to be nearly impossible. So that's going to be one of the drawbacks. But if that doesn't stop you, you can definitely try this out as well. I hope that this video was informative. I think I covered about 15. I really did not keep a count, but I think I covered about 13 to 15 at least writing areas that you can go into. And I hope that you found enough inspiration and enough content and also enough advice on which will be good for you. A lot of you keep asking me on where to get writing jobs. Now, some of the best places to get writing jobs would be Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can search for hashtags like jobs, hiring, content writers, etc., copywriters, hiring, etc., to find out job postings very easily. It's a little bit hard in some months simply because work volume goes up and down. So my favorite way to get clients is through Facebook groups. Again, in Facebook groups, there's two types of groups, job groups and business groups. Through job groups, you again get direct job postings, but it's kind of hard to get good clients there. Through business groups, it's easier. Now, in case these fields interest you and you want proper guidance, I have put together 3-hour-long masterclasses on both content writing and copywriting. These classes will get you paid in less than 14 days if you apply everything that I talk about. And yes, I'll leave the links to both of these in the description below. Check them out. And yes, I'll be back with another video in the next week. I hope that you'll stay tuned to my channel. In case you're not subscribed yet, click the subscribe button below. And yes, see you next week. Bye bye.